This is Radio Nepal. I am Dila Prasai with the news. The headlines first. Finance Minister Dr. Prakash Charan Mahat holds discussion with international development partners. Finance Minister pledges to prioritize investment in productive sectors. CPN-UML Chairman KP Sharma Oli says no one involved in fake Bhutanese refugee scam should be spared. Deputy Prime Minister Narayan Shrestha vows to crack down nexus involved in fake Bhutanese refugee scam. And Pakistan Supreme Court orders immediate release of former Prime Minister Imran Khan. Now the news in detail. Finance Minister Dr. Prakash Charan Mahat discussed the budget-related issues with the international development partners in Kathmandu yesterday. On the occasion, Finance Minister Dr. Mahat shared the priorities, guidelines and principles of the upcoming budget. He pledged to maximize the use of the available resources and invest in productive sectors. The Finance Minister called for substantial aid along with foreign loans from the development partners to address the impact of climate change. During the meeting, heads and representatives of international development partners assured support for the priorities and programs taken up by the Government of Nepal in the upcoming budget. They also pledged to mobilize foreign aid through Nepal's national policy, system and structure. International development partners have suggested that there should be improvements in capital expenditure, management of public institutions, avoiding duplication of expenditure, and preparation of blueprints for internal resource mobilization, among others. Suggestions were also received to increase investment in health, education, social security and nutrition, expand the scope of taxes, improve capital expenditure and gradually change the informal sector to the formal sector. Heads and representatives of multilateral development partners such as World Bank, Asian Development Bank, International Monetary Fund and International Finance Corporation, United States Agency for International Development, embassies of Japan, Korea, Switzerland, Norway, Finland, Germany and European Union were present in the meeting. Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Home Affairs Narayan Shrestha has vowed to crack down on the nexus involved in the scam of sending people to the U.S. in the disguise of Bhutanese refugees. During his meeting with the leaders of CPN Unified Socialist yesterday, the Deputy Prime Minister said anyone found guilty in the case would be prosecuted while no innocent would be blamed for the incident, stating that he faced no political pressure for actions against the scandal. Deputy Prime Minister Shrestha pledged to conclude the matter substantively. A meeting of the office bearers of the Nepali Congress yesterday discussed contemporary political issues. After the meeting, talking to media persons, Nepali Congress Joint General Secretary Jivan Pariyar said yesterday's meeting of the office bearers discussed the government reshuffle in the Koshi province. The meeting also discussed the citizenship bill. The meeting of the office bearers of the Nepali Congress also concluded that anyone found guilty on fake Bhutanese refugee scam must be booked, while the innocent ones must not be implicated in the case. In the meeting held at Party President Sherbadu Deoba's residence in Dhumbarai yesterday, the office bearers of the party discussed issues ranging from fake Bhutanese refugee scam to party central committee, preparation of policy convention and sister organization. Joint General Secretary Jivan Pariyar added that the Nepali Congress has been openly assisting the government to investigate the issues of a fake Bhutanese refugee scam without any interference. CPN-UML Chairman KP Sharma Oli has said no one implicated in the fake Bhutanese refugee scam should be spared. Addressing the Central Committee meeting at the party headquarters, Chasol of Lalitpur yesterday, Chairman Oli opined that the party would protest if attempts were made to implicate the innocent and let the guilty off. He said that attempts were made to implicate someone in a prejudiced manner in a fake Bhutanese refugee scam. He further said that the party suspended Party Secretary Tob Bahadur Rai Mazi to help with the investigations into the scam. The Central Committee meeting of the CPM-UML began yesterday. The committee will discuss on various topics, including political report. UML Chairperson KP Sharma Oli. Agriculture and Livestock Development Minister Dr. Beduram Bhushal has reiterated the government's commitment to providing chemical fertilizers to farmers on time. Speaking in the Sustainable Development and Good Governance Committee of the National Assembly yesterday, Minister Dr. Bhushal assured that farmers would not have to suffer the problem of chemical fertilizer this year. On the occasion, the President of the committee, Prakash Pant, said the government should take steps to set up a chemical fertilizer factory in Nepal to address the problem sustainably. Foreign Employment Board Secretariat is mulling over organising Foreign Employment Fair to expand Nepali labour market to Europe. A meeting of the Foreign Employment Board Secretariat and Foreign Employment Agencies Association has decided to organise a Foreign Employment Fair to open the European labour market for Nepali migrant workers. Executive Director of the board, Dr. Dwarika Preti, said the board has been seeking new labour destinations as per the provision of the new Foreign Employment Act. The Election Commission has directed the political parties to make the audit report public. According to the Commission, 82 parties have submitted their audit report to it on time. Regarding the same, the Commission asked the parties to publish their audit report in the parties' offices and respective websites and inform the Commission within 7 days. The Commission has also asked the political parties that have not submitted the audit report to comply with the law and submit the report within 7 days. The Embassy of the State of Israel organized a special program in Kathmandu yesterday to celebrate Israel's 75th Independence Day. The event was attended by Vice President Ram Shahai Prasad Yadav as the chief guest, along with other prominent figures such as political leaders, parliamentarians, foreign affairs experts, journalists, and representatives of diplomatic agencies in Nepal. Israeli Ambassador to Nepal, Kanan Gader, in his welcome address, expressed gratitude to Nepal for being the first country in South Asia to recognize the State of Israel. He also highlighted the strong bilateral cooperation between the two countries, which has been bolstered by programs such as Mahasov scholarships, the Shalom Club, and the Earn and Learn program. The ambassador also acknowledged the significant number of Nepalis who travel to Israel every year for education and employment opportunities, further emphasizing the deep connection between the two nations. Additionally, a video message from Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu was played during the program, showing that the celebration of Israel's Independence Day was not limited to Israel alone, but was being observed and celebrated in other countries as well. You're listening to Radio Nepal 8 AM English News Bulletin. We continue with the international updates now. Pakistan's Supreme Court has ruled that the former Prime Minister Imran Khan's dramatic arrest on corruption charges this week was illegal. The court ordered Khan's immediate release. According to BBC's lawyers, had argued that his detention from court premises in Islamabad on Tuesday was unlawful. At least 10 people have been killed and 2,000 arrested as the violent protests have swept the country since he was held. Tuesday's arrest escalated growing tensions between him and the military. The opposition leader, ousted in a confidence vote in April last year, was brought to court on the orders of Pakistan's top judge. Russia's defense ministry has denied reports by pro-Russian sources that Ukrainian soldiers have made advances on the front line in the East Ukraine. According to BBC, Yevgeny Prigozhin, head of the Wagner mercenary group fighting on the Russian side, accused regular Russian troops of abandoning positions around Bakhmut. Russian military bloggers reported Ukrainian advances or troop movements in several areas on Thursday. Ukraine's president said earlier it was too early to start a counteroffensive. Now, the Juno weather forecast for the country for today. Forecasting division says the weather is likely to be partly cloudy in the hill areas of Gandaki province and Karnali province and mainly fair in the rest of the country. Kathmandu's weather report now, maximum temperature of 29.7 degrees Celsius and minimum temperature of 14.4 degrees Celsius. With this news, we have come to the end of this bulletin, but before we wrap up the headlines once again. Finance Minister Dr. Prakash Charan Mahath held discussion with international development partners. Finance Minister pledges to prioritize investment in productive sectors. CPN UML Chairman KP Sharma Oli says no one involved in fake Bhutanese refugee scam should be spared. Deputy Prime Minister Narayan Kajashrestha vows to crack down nexus involved in fake Bhutanese refugee scam. And Pakistan Supreme Court orders immediate release of former Prime Minister Imran Khan. Well, that's all that we have for this edition. Our next English news edition is at 2 in the afternoon. You can also listen to us online at our website www.radionepal.gov.np for more news and online programs. Stay tuned, stay safe and have a good day.